Have you ever felt that heavy, sinking feeling in your stomach?
That knot of anxiety that just won't go away.
I'm talking about the feeling you get when you're hiding something. Maybe it was a small white lie, or maybe something a bit bigger.
We've all been there.
It feels like you're carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks, and with every step, it just gets heavier. But what if I told you there is a way to instantly drop that backpack and feel light as a feather? Let me tell you about a little girl named Lily. Lily was a bright, bubbly 7-year-old who loved playing in her grandma 𝙵𝚊𝚌𝚝𝚘𝚛𝚢 room. Her grandma had this beautiful antique vase, a family heirloom that had been passed down through generations.
It was a deep cobalt blue, with delicate, hand-painted flowers swirling around its base.
Grandma always told Lily, "Be careful around the vase, my dear."
It's very special. One sunny afternoon, Lily was chasing her kitten, Whiskers, around the living room.
They were having the time of their lives, darting behind the sofa and under the coffee table.
In a burst of excitement, Lily threw Whiskers' favorite little mouse toy. But her aim was a little off. Instead of landing on the soft rug, the toy hit the edge of the mantelpiece, right where the beautiful blue vase stood.
Time seemed to slow down. Lily watched in horror as the vase wobbled for a split second before tipping over the edge. The crash was deafening in the quiet house.
It shattered into a dozen pieces on the hardwood floor. Silence. Whiskers scampered away, but Lily was frozen.
Her heart hammered against her ribs. Fear washed over her.
Grandma is going to be so angry, she thought.
She'll never forgive me. Her first instinct was to hide.
She could sweep up the pieces and hide them in the trash.
She could blame Whiskers. Her mind raced with different stories she could tell.
She even thought about pretending she knew nothing about it.
For a moment, that seemed like the easiest way out. No yelling, no disappointment, just silence.
But as she stood there, that heavy, sinking feeling started to creep in.
The thought of lying to her grandma, the person she loved most in the world, made her stomach twist into knots.
She pictured herself having to remember the lie every day.
She'd have to avoid her grandma's eyes.
She'd have to live with the secret, and that secret felt heavier than any punishment she could imagine.
The joy of playing was gone, replaced by this cold, heavy dread. Then she remembered something her dad always said. The truth might be hard for a moment,
but a lie is hard forever. She took a deep breath.
Her little hands were trembling, and tears welled up in her eyes. But she knew what she had to do.
She carefully picked up the biggest piece of the broken vase and walked into the kitchen where her grandma was baking cookies.
"Grandma," she whispered, her voice barely audible.
Her grandma turned around.
A warm smile on her face that quickly faded when she saw Lily's tear-streaked cheeks and the piece of broken porcelain in her hand. Lily's words came out in a rush. "I'm so sorry. I was playing, and I broke the blue vase. It was an accident, but it was my fault."
"I'll do all my chores for a whole year to make up for it." She held her breath, bracing for the anger she was sure would come. Her grandma knelt down and looked into her eyes.
There wasn't anger. There was understanding. She gently took the broken piece from Lily's hand and pulled her into a warm hug. "Oh, my sweet girl," she said softly. "I'm sad about the vase. Yes, it was special. But do you know what's more special to me? You are. And your honesty is the most beautiful thing in this whole house."
She wiped away Lily's tears.
"Things can be replaced, but trust, once it's broken, is much harder to fix."
Thank you for telling me the truth, even though you were scared in that moment, wrapped in her grandma's arms. Lily felt it.
The heavy backpack of rocks just... Bunny says
The knot in her stomach untied itself.
All the fear and anxiety were replaced by a profound sense of relief. It felt like the sun coming out from behind a dark cloud.
Her heart, which had been pounding with fear, now felt light and peaceful. That day, Lily learned a lesson far more valuable than any antique vase. She learned that while the truth can be scary to say, the peace it brings is worth everything. Hiding and lying creates a prison inside our own minds, a constant state of anxiety. But honesty, even when it's hard, sets you free.
It opens the door to forgiveness, strengthens relationships, and most importantly, it brings peace to your own heart. So next time you find yourself in a situation where a lie seems like the easy way out, remember, Lily? Remember that heavy backpack? Ask yourself, is it worth carrying that weight? Or do you want to feel the lightness and peace that only comes from living in the truth? The choice is always yours. Thanks for watching today. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that helps us navigate life with a little more wisdom and a lot more peace. See you next time.